Hello, 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 denizens of the grid. Welcome back to a salty runback of our last round of Deckards. Well, not a salty runback. We're gonna start from the top where we're gonna rerun. Hang on, I'm gonna turn the light on. There we go. We're gonna run it from the beginning so that it's a fair bet. Part of this game is dealing with the random that the game gives you, but the part that is the runback is that we will once again be facing Sentinel. What did we learn last round? A couple things, but perhaps the most important is not to underestimate the importance and severity of the initial threat that he poses with his doubled viruses, or not viruses, what are they called? Sparks, and what that means when he does that to you. I'm going ahead and putting away the prior objectives back in their deck. I've already cleaned up the board some, not fully, obviously. I got leftovers from my last run. I fully expect to run Monty again because part of this is like I felt like I was doing really good with the build-up, but I got greedy basically and ended up short on the other things I needed to do. So objectives, one is 8, 3. So copper's 8-3. 8-3-3 and 5. 8-3, 3 and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3. Then it's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then the win condition is 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh no. No, I got a bad one for the win condition. But hey, I will consider it a win against Sentinel to even just get a little further than I did last time. So, what is it that I've gotten here? Can you all see this? No, not until I hold them up. Okay. First, garbage detail. Each avatar must be on a closed space, those spaces, and all even-numbered adjacent spaces must be empty. Reward, get a teleporter. Red and yellow will glom. Then, wait, red and yellow specifically? Oh, Christ. Okay, well that's tricky. Have at least a green on one server. Done. Each decker may replace a program with a green. Oh, that's convenient. Place a blue anywhere on the network. So I'm going to have 2 teleporters gifted for free before everything is done. Goal, have a pathway along spaces 1 to X on each of 2 different servers. These pathways must be connected by across at least one other server. X equals the number of deckers plus 1. So I need a blue program on 1 and 2 between 2 different servers. And if I pull that off, I spark 1 and 3 on red and yellow. So red and yellow are getting hammered through all of this. Then have at least a green or a green on each odd numbered space on X servers. So 2 different servers need to be on a random server. Place a spark on each of its spaces that is clear of everything. So get a bunch of sparks for your trouble. And then game over with mirror map. Have an identical configuration of sparks and programs across all the spaces of X servers, where X is number of deckers plus 1, including my home server. Okay, so basically I don't think I will win this one, but I do think I can get through the bronze phase, or the copper phase, somehow. I need to very aggressively manage red and yellow. And it turns out all I need in the red phase is to just have a clear base. If we get through red and yellow, if we get through the copper phases alive, we can put teleporters between red and yellow, or red and green, and then we can use 1 and 2 to build the pathway we need in 3 with the teleporters. going to be tricky to figure out, but I honestly believe that the things that are going to kill me are going to be much, much earlier on. I do think that the correct decker to play here is red. The whole game is about surviving red, fighting red early, and yellow early in this particular mission. But I want to play green because I feel like the mission objectives of making green, making green, making green will be much easier with the green decker. And late game, being able to manipulate multiple places at once, which is something I really can't do with the red decker, but I can with the green decker to make the mirror servers work, is going to be interesting. But let's get there, man. We got to get there first. Red, green, blue. Actually, we should use these stations. Green, yellow, blue, red, and we'll use this installation as a stand-in for pink. Actually, we'll use the program for pink. Alright, so it's red, yellow, pink, blue, green. That is the order. Well, with an order like that, I probably should play red after all. I mean, by the time I place green at the end, it's going to be extremely poorly positioned. It's going to be on the outside, far away. Um, let's see what's up. Certainly, we want less open spaces and more closed spaces as much as possible. Red, yellow, and pink are the only servers that are going to have any sparks on them initially. So we're going to cluster them as hard as possible to minimize the number of sparks they're going to get. Then we can use green to cover some of the double spark risks. This is the only square that's being covered as a result. Blue. So I'm proposing 10 double sparks. And is it all of them or is it all even one? Each open, each open. Yeah, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is a 15 spark setup. If this is really the best I can do, that's kind of sad. Can I do better? Red, yellow, pink. Green, blue. Two open spots for yellow, 3 for green, 5 for pink, same as before. No matter what I do, there's gonna be some significant openage around yellow and red. This is the best way for them to hold hands and not touch each other. But then they still are wide open when they do this. This is even worse. There's no way to create a closed space with just the two of them. So this at least tries to set them up with a future closed space. Red, yellow, then pink. Green. And blue can block how many at most? This is blocking 1. Can it block 2? This might be it. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. But it's all on yellow. Which means if I can just disrupt the yellow explosions, I've done it. Red, yellow, pink, green. That's interesting. What about this? Same idea. More neighbors to work with. Here it's red who's going to be the problem child. It's got to be one of these, man. This is 12. This might be it. Red, yellow, pink, blue, green. Green is pretty far away from everything. That's the downside. The upside, it's 2 and 3. That's 10. Plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 15. If I play the red decker and I immediately go to town on these, and I accept a single explosion there and I don't enter pink, this could work. Is there a way to play the green decker and have the same effect? If I play the green decker and I somehow disrupt this mess even a little bit, this is probably a better way to do it. Disrupt this. Well, the mess is going to be here. If I have a blue road in and I drop programs or I don't know, I gotta think ahead. My brain is already Swiss cheese. I think we've made the best possible case for playing the red decker here. So that's what we'll do. Sorry, Monty. We're just gonna have to work without you today. I have no idea how this is gonna play out. Ocean wins fights a little more easily, but his buddy Angel gets to reposition fights where they need to happen. So I'm gonna lean into Angel this time around, and we'll try to win it that way. Sparks will generally land on random squares within my region. And they're gonna double land, so the odds of landing on me goes up. So if I stand in a place that I don't want to spark, I can protect it from getting sparked. So that's a pretty powerful tool in my arsenal versus just getting a +1 to fights. And those fights don't happen in the SMC phase, so that's nothing I've lost. All right, let's set the board up and get cracking on this run. I do not feel sanguine about a win given that I'm not thinking deeply enough right now about the long-term skills as well as the difficulty of these objectives, but I feel like I want to get a feel for what it is to fight against this heavy AI, and I will be able to accomplish that even with a loss. So, or heavy SMC. I keep calling it an AI because AI is the bad guy, but it's technically an SMC, supermassive computer. All right, red deck prepped. Shop prepped, board prepped. We apparently do not spark on turn 1. That is something I've been doing wrong sometimes, so we do not spark right now. We do have Carbon Clone in the opening hand and Emit EMP and Exotic Software, so we have a extraordinarily powerful opening if we get the right cards. I actually feel a lot more hope now than I did before this turn started. Okay. We do not have the perfect purchase upgrade for Emit EMP, but it's close. We do have an excellent pickup for Exotic Software. And we got a 1-to-1 for the Psionic Scatter. What's the play? If I spend both of these to buy that, and then spend that. Oh, wait. We forgot to start with all the good stuff. we should have 4 path, right? And the goal is to be on a closed space, check, and clear of sparks, check. Without, what was the future goals? Have at least one ghoster somewhere. Have a pathway from 1 to X on each of 2 different servers where X is 2. So theoretically, this and this, something like that, right? But it has to cross one other server, so maybe like this and into here. That's kind of what they're asking for. But being realistic, if I'm about to win a teleporter and then win another teleporter, the best thing to do would be to have the ability to get here eventually. Let's remember that these are going to go up, glom, and explode at some point if I don't do something about it before then. So maybe I want to do this, honestly. Just have the ability to get there and win a fight. And if I'm doing that, then maybe I want to do it through 1 and 2 so that it can become part of my winner pathway. That's not going to count though. For now, we'll leave this as is because I do believe in going to 3 and killing it. Actually, I like this way better. 1-2 from my home base. And yeah, well, this is what we'll stick with. Okay, back to the game. So, burn, pick up. If I want to buy this, I could use... Sorry, if I want to buy this, I could use this and this. Buy it. And then I could burn any of these plus that to buy this. I don't have a double yellow, which would have been pretty sweet here. I do need my green cards down the road. I can't afford to just lose all my greens. So I guess what we're going to do is spend these 2 blue, or this blue-yellow, and this red and unknown, this red sabotage, to buy this. And this has to get removed from game. That's fine. I'll get this box out of here, actually. It's confusing me. This is removed from game. That's fine. And now... if I was so inclined... the emit EMP will still be there next turn. So what I could do is go down to number 2, build a red battle station, build my first troop, and get ready to fight. And I actually like that a lot more. Where would I want a battle station? Long term. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. So yeah, okay, we're gonna do that. I like this plan. We're gonna pick this up, carry it, or sorry, bring myself down 1, carry Carry this back up 2. Done. Remove 2. Build a red. Upgrade. Get a spark. And pass turn. One, two, three, four, 5. And unfortunately, we must face the music of sparking 6. Could not have picked a better spot. That's kind of perfect. So bases are fully loaded here. We're gonna need to buy the EMP. We're going to want to buy something more. The EMP costs... First, just sack this for this to make sure we win fights. Then... I hate to use this up for it, but I really think I have to. The alternative would be to spend like 3 cards. Well, you know, maybe it's worth spending 3 cards on. If I burn this for that, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It's still not enough. Yeah, we're gonna spend all 3 of these cards to make a wild and a wild, plus a spare yellow. We're gonna keep these 2 and burn this one to get that. And now we're ready to go. Max out on the troops and declare an attack against my current square with emit EMP. Infect. We win, and we'll go with our even neighbor because that was the rule. Gotta kill the even neighbor. And then we will spend 1 movement to pick up all 3 of these. Go all the way over here. Drop off 1, 2, and come all the way back. We can't come all the way back. We have no more movement. We have to stop here. Is this what I want to do, or do I want to stay there and fight? If I stay there and fight, I spark that server. If I come back, I spark this server. The win con is to stand in a closed space with no sparks on evens around you. So it's actually better for me to just trust that I can move back next turn. So we're going to attack here. We did win it, actually. That's huge. And next turn we'll worry about how we're going to come back. So, last turn of the round. We do not have any free movement, so that's going to cost us. We do get some shop options, and hopefully one of them is useful. We got a red-yellow in the shop. That's less than great. I'm going to go ahead and do this immediately. Whether or not it's ideal, doesn't matter. Spark. Should have sparked technically before that, but oh, wrong one. Spark 1. Thank God, no pain. So now when we have yellow, yellow, red, red, we will still create a disaster over here. So we do need to get back and hopefully deal with that. We can use movement, generate 1 movement to get to here, with or without carrying our sparks with us, our programs with us. If we do that, what's a yellow program by me? Not much. Yeah, let's do it. I like this plan. I actually have a really good idea what I'm going to do. Discard carbon clone to double this, so now it's green, green. Thingy. Wait. Move first. How are we moving back? That could buy us a single move. Then we could make a green. And then we'd have a bunch of red programs we couldn't do anything with. That's not helpful. Okay. We need to find a way to meaningfully... How do I successfully diffuse this situation? I need to generate movement of 1, move all the way to 6, make a whole bunch of red programs, move them over to 3 and 5 and fight with them. Problem is, I'm so used to having green programs everywhere that I can push around, and I don't have that. Or a ghosting station set up, which I don't have either. What's the next phase requirement? Build a ghosting station. So I do need to get on that ASAP anyway. So, slow turn then. Nothing can do. Burn all of these down for just a single wild. We'll remove this one from game. Actually, if that's what we're doing, can I get this? That costs me anyway. Cost me the yellow and a wild. So all of this would buy me that. That I would then use as a movement to get over here and build a green, and that would be the end of my turn. I think that's okay. The consequence I've forgotten about is double spark moves does this, and that's extremely painful. I really would like to avoid that if at all possible. I don't think I can do that with a single movement. One movement gets me to here. One of these gets me 2 new reds. This lets me push those reds to where they need to be. See, that's a strategy. This ends up being discarded. This gets me to back. This gets me 3 new reds. This pushes them around. I mean, I can't do better, so yeah, that's the plan, I guess. Generate a wild to buy... Oh, no. Generate a wild just for movement's sake. Move 1. So 0, 0, 0, 1. Discard for 2 red. Discard to double that to 4 red. Maxing out 3 red programs. Double push. And my turn. That's the end of the cycle. So, let's review. Oh, no, wrong. Let's review. Draw up, sure. Relocate an installation or guardian to me. SMC attack phase, new rules. These just mutually tick down. Okay. And then resolve objective, which we shall do with much aplomb. And then spark movement. Place a blue anywhere. Wait, sorry, we should check. Each avatar must be on a closed space. Check. All even-numbered adjacent... I forgot to think about yellow. Thank God it's a 1. All even-numbered adjacent spaces must be free of sparks. Check. Alright, reward. Blue teleporter anywhere you like. Each decker must place a spark. And now the next objective is going to be what? Have at least one ghosting tower on one server. If I put this teleporter here, will I ever need to go to pink again? I need to do a mirror map someday, but otherwise, I'm going to need to distribute a lot of greens somewhere. So red and yellow is as decent a battleground as any. This completes the 1-2 of the path, and it lets me use a teleporter to create the other 1-2 parts of the path, so it's probably okay. Can't put it on me because I already have station. Could put it up here. This is as good as anything. And I will take up their opportunity to swap a red for a green. I think it's a replace, right? That's the next phase. Oh, no. It's not time for that yet. Reds go up. Reds go up. Yellows go up. Yellows go up. Oh, wait. There's a yellow down here. Yellow goes up. Yellow goes up. Much better. Alright. That's it. Each decker is done. We've gotten through phase 1. We're on to phase 2. Have at least one green on one server. Set up, you can replace a program on your entry space with a, well, thank God I happen to have a program right now, otherwise this would not have worked. So that double symbol I did was worth it. Pay 3, get 3, pay 2, get 2. No net improvement on symbols. I'm willing to scrap these and deal out a new row. So let's see what we got. And I think that's a digital tattoo, unfortunately. There's the pay 1, get 2 duck. I've already used my singleton. Holomance, it's a pretty slow board. Root access could at least potentially be useful. And we are still at 1 spark per turn, which is a godsend right now. Mission objective, build a green station. Next mission objective, build a big path. Next mission objective, build lots of greens or green stations on every odd numbered space. And we should already be planning ahead for mirror server purposes. That's 5. Go spark me, baby. 2. Okay. It's a game. Let's go. Did we ever get that EMP? Yeah, we did. Good. So, not the correct move, but just the most obvious move would just be to buy this immediately. That might even be correct. I'm just saying right now it's obvious. Yeah, I could buy it with this and one of these and I have spares. That seems good to me. I don't use yellow very much as the game goes on, so it'll be very reasonable to buy a all wild. Now we could make a green and another green and be halfway towards completing the mission objective. That's a possibility. So I'm going to trigger root access's reveal to look at the bottom card. Oh, that's perfect. It's a triple wild. I get to add a triple wild to whatever I do next. Which means I think I'm going to buy this for this. Not sure what I'm going to do with it just yet, but it feels very, very powerful to have that much going for me for later. In the short term, Do we need to debulk all of these guys? Honestly, we should work aggressively towards getting our green installation going. So we'll do just that. We need a green. This gets me a green. And I'm loath to spend this when I know I could get another triple off of it. So what we're gonna do is use this for its movement potential. Relocate any number of average plus blank to any other space. I learned my lesson last game. It's better to do cool things. It feels better to do cool things. It is better to play to your outs. These are my outs. Okay, done. Spark me. Got another one. And refresh the shop. Very good to have. Very good to have. Draw 5. We got the EMP this time. That's huge for us. We got the singleton to trade up, so we're going to trade this up for this, and immediately trade this up for this. We need to move. We need to build a conning station. We need to then ghost our action elsewhere to start yellowing up. I need 135, 135 as my locations for these stations, so I also ideally would like to be getting double kills with this EMP. The board, unfortunately, is not set up for that right now. This card potentially solves a lot of problems. I can use it to turn all of those blues into greens after we're done with the pathway to solve the neural matrix problem the next turn. I am a little short of what I need to do it, though. So the idea will be move, then build a ghosting tower, then make some reds, emit EMP, and deception spike. And just wait on buying the replicant char. Because we do have a triple wild coming up next phase. And that wins the current objective. Yeah, that's a good sequence. First we move. We're gonna put this on 1, 3, or 5 to help with the long-term objective. Actually, we'll put it on 1 so that I don't have to go off the path later if that becomes relevant somehow. Then upgrade it to a ghosting station. Can't believe we're using a triple wild for the sake of a single upgrade, but negotiations make strange bedfellows. Well, actually, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna do this to buy this, burning this, and then we'll use this to upgrade to the ghosting station. Yeah, it's a little slower, but it's well worth it. then I'll show you the trick I'm gonna use. We're gonna use Catalyst over here to ghost our action here just to make one spark. We'll use Deception Spike ghosting to here to remove this for a yellow. Although, maybe I want to hold off on that because what I could do is emit EMP. No, we're fine. Ghost our action to here. No, ghost our action to here. Ghost our action to here to make this into a yellow. And then use the EMP to attack here. There are no sparks, so it's an instant success. And then I kill all of the adjacent neighbors. Simple. Elegant. Lastly, we got to get sparked. 6. Jesus. Okay. Immediate EMP would have been really nice about now. I have the doubler. I have the remove 2, build a station. Is there a station that would help me? Why could the gold objective have been something simple? That would have been great. We're going to need to build pathways. Have a pathway along space 1 to 2 on 2 different servers that are connected through a different server. 1 to 2, nothing, nothing. I don't think I'm using this for its alternate ability this turn. I do need lots more green programs than I have, so things that make green are valuable. I will take this direct upgrade to red, which lets me remove a spark from mine or an adjacent space. And then I'll either create a bunch of reds here, or I'll use it for its remove effect. I think creating the reds is actually better, because the SMC attack phase is coming up shortly, and I will be able to redistribute everything to where it needs to go. You'll see it's going to be great. This movement's going to be like, come here, grab some stuff, come here, drop one off, teleport up here, drop some stuff off here, just sort out the world, basically. It's gonna be sweet. Do I just make 2 green programs and be done with it? Seems extremely slow. The mission objective for next phase is to build the pathway. I could make a blue program to get that started, and a green program for thinking ahead value. And since I'm planning a mass redistribution, yeah, this is a very good plan actually. I think we're doing it. Remember, after this, the game starts to ramp up in difficulty. We get double sparks. So, first, exotic software. Make me a blue program. Then, this with the cloning effect, to double, make me a green program. And I am going to ghost my action to put it over here, I think. Pretty sure that's correct. Then, generate 2 movement power. With my 2 movement power, I'm going to begin by picking this up, costing me nothing, moving over this place, costing me nothing. I'll put this down actually. I'm going to put it here in the end, but I still have 2 movement power. Then now we're going to use the first movement power to go here. So now we're down to just 1. But we're going to stick this here. We're going to stick this. It's actually fine where it is. These are in good spots. We're going to come all the way through, teleport to here, pick this one up, and this one up, and so I didn't need to actually go here then, did I? Reset, reset, reset. Since everything's already dying appropriately. Was this not here though? Was it like this? It was like this. Okay, with 2 movement, I can go 1. I feel like I can do everything, I just don't know how yet. Let me think it through. I want this to be here, which can't happen. I want this to be here. So I can go all the way to here, pick this up, and come all the way back. Free. Then I can I have 1 spare red on this network that I can drop off there if I want to. I can put this in its pathway position. I can do all of this as a ghost to make sure that I stay right here on the conning tower. But yeah, I can't get rid of the cluster on 4. That's fine then. That's the end of it. Good, 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 good. Let's do the post thing. Oh, Console Cowboy is so good. I don't want to wipe the market if he's in it. But I won't see any new cards if I don't. And I do have the means of buying him. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Does he help me win the game? Quite possibly. I don't have to decide market removal just yet. First, SMC attack phase with Sentinel rules. Then, resolve objectives. Have at least 1 green on the following number of servers. Any 1 server. Yes. Get a blue teleporter. Don't mind if I do. I could put it here. Or I could put it here and be 1 away from completing my next objective. I prefer this. For the low price of 1 or 2 blue, I can grab this and bring it here. And I've got 1, 2 with a direct pathway to 1, 2. So this is my preference. Now, spark time. No movements. 4 moves up to 5. Pink moves, 5 moves down to 4. Blue has no sparks. Okay. Playtime has ended. Now the hackers have to get serious. It's time for data overload. Data overload. Have a pathway along spaces 1 to X. X triggers plus 1. If we succeed, Place a spark on space 1 and 3 on red and yellow. 1 and 3, 1 and 3. We picked a good spot to have pathways, is all I'm saying. Okay, do we or do we not want to purge the market? If I don't keep the console cowboy, what else am I going for? Reveal executions? Maybe. What do I need to accomplish right now? I need to build a pathway. I need to debulk the sparks. I need to make sure I have 2 yellows, 2 blues, 2 greens, and 2 reds going into the final phase, which I do. I ideally want to build another 135, 135 in green, and I do have the cards for it. So I don't need to purge the market. So I'm going to keep it there and try to acquire the console cowboy. Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is not going the way I expected it at all, but I haven't lost by a long shot. We double spark this time. We're going to spark 6 and 4, but it's still just straight double sparks and silver, right? Yep. Actually, this is what it's going to be for the rest of the game. Is this the one where they forcibly remove from 6 and go elsewhere? No, that was last game. Okay. So, how do I want to deal with this? I'm already eyeing this as the chance to buy this. If I spend 1, 2 wilds and convert these greens down into another wild, I'm there. If I buy this and then I do that, I'm also there. If I use this, I get it out of my deck, and then I buy the digital tattoo with it. But I don't want to lose a red. I think reds are going to become extremely valuable the longer the game goes. Then again, greens are already valuable. I mean, case in point, I need to make 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4 more green programs minimum to have a shot at winning. So let's just not overthink it, huh? Okay. Yeah, let's not overthink it. We're going to use this. This. We'll use the execute. It's fine. Pay this. Pay this. Get this. Console Cowboy acquired. We'll use I can't just push these. I need to have a green there to do it. Otherwise, I just push them to me and then kill them. They're gonna go up to 6 next eventually. Honestly, I can let them hang for a little while. They're not hurting anybody. So what do I want to accomplish? I don't need this, but I'll dig deeper. With 1 movement power, I can go all the way to here, pick this up, use 1 to get back on the path and bring it here. That's insufficient for my purposes. Um, ugh. Yep, we'll play it slow. That's fine. Um. Oh. Oh. Can I make a guardian and then kill it? Maybe. No. I can't. Do I just hang on to this for later? I guess. This whole path has a red in it that I can bring to bear, and then teleport with that red to here or there. But we're missing greens everywhere, and we need a big network of greens to win the game. So we're going to just be very counterintuitive. Let's spend all of the console cowboy credits to hard build a green, and let's spend the 1, 2, 3, 4 convert down, and this to build another green. It seems silly, honestly. I feel wasteful doing this, but if I don't deploy a green network soon, I'm going to be in trouble. I'm ghosting my actions all around, that's fine, and pretty soon I'll be able to shift these over. We'll get there, we'll get there. Okay, double spark and reload market. There you go, there's the green maker. Knew I was wasting my time. Double spark will be on 2. 2. Oh, no! Timing, baby, timing. I actually thought that was a spark, and I thought I had just Guardian summoned. That's interesting. A Guardian can summon at any time on any space that I'm not standing on. I need to remember that. Okay, I can get a free installation. I can get free symbols. I can get conversions. I've got options. This is the most impressive option right now. If I buy this somehow, get over here and play it, that's great. And I would love to give this up to play it. So I'm going to root access the bottom card of my deck to add double yellow to my next purchase. Then I'm going to turn this into red, yellow, yellow, down to 1 wild plus 1 wild to buy this. And we will ghost our action to somewhere to do something. My brain just shut down for a second there. We're going to use this first to make this happen. Then we'll if I just turn this into a bunch of pushes and I push all of these guys into one, can I clean them out at once? No. It's slow and steady. Without that EMP, it's going to be very slow going. And if I create a Guardian on this square, it will blow all this stuff up, so I don't want that to happen. If I intentionally create a Guardian over here, and then maybe don't be so aggro. Oh, it's beautiful. What I can do is I can Neural Splash on myself. But because of who I am, the sparks don't land on me. So I can put one down there if I like. Potentially. The win con for this mission is to have the pathway. So yeah, we're not challenging that. I'll put one here. Bases are loaded. And one here. Then we'll declare an attack over here to win it. Because that's 5, 6, 7 versus 2. Yeah, we got there. And I forgot, obviously, to put my greens down. That was the whole point of doing it. We'll put a green here. Put a green here. If I put a green here, it's a promise that I'm going to deal with it. Well, I can't put it here. It has to be... I can't put it here either. It has to be open spaces on the network. Okay, well, this is an open space on the network. And this is an open space on the network. And why did I pick those? Because I am going to I'm going to use conversion to turn you and you into a red piece, which should very nicely solve the danger of this situation. Actually, it's better to use this one because there will be no bottom card to reveal next turn. And then all we have to do is find a way to get this path piece up to here, and the path will be built. Alright, stock the shop. Flip the cards. Spark the runner, or decker. 5 and 1. I'm on 1. Do I want to be sparked? Actually, I think I would prefer if your spark was on 2, or even 6. I think we can all agree that's just better. Yeah, because then I can emit EMP. Well, maybe I do want it on me. And I can clear the 5 that way. We're not even close to mirror server yet, so I still have time before I have to worry about that. And I do have a couple pushes I can work with this turn. But I don't have an army here, so yeah, this is fine. I will stand by my original plan. 1 and 5, cool. This is gonna die auto. This I can kill. So we're gonna use the emit EMP on square 6. We win handily, and we'll clear up 5 while we're at it to keep the win conditions safe. And that is how we beat the Sentinel. Now what? Now we need to do a bunch of rearranging. It would be beneficial to have a new center. If I activate 2 movements, I can pick this up, pick this up, pick this up, drop them all here, and make a new conning tower on 1 instantly. That's one option. And that still leaves me very close to finishing my overall mission objective. Then I can come off the path, back onto the path, and is there a way to use the teleport to get this done? No. Flip any number of blahs on your current server to their other side. That's something. But I would honestly rather just make a yellow program, I think. If I was Monty, I would be setting up these greens everywhere and just controlling the entire network without having to move. That would be so sick. But I don't know if I would have been able to fight and stay in the game this long. So I don't regret my decision. Hey, that's the key. Fighting to stay in the game. We should be making reds. If we use this as a double move to bring all of these over here or something, and use this to make a whole bunch of new reds, then we do the mass distribution and reassignment of the network, and make whatever extras we need to try and make a station. That's That's a very reasonable endgame here. Another way to do it is to double this for movements and just have 6 movement and then put everything where it needs to be. Like you would go all the way here, pick this up 1, pick this up 2, come back here, drop it off, that's 3, and if you're so inclined, you could have a spare. I don't know, maybe I miscounted there. Then you gather up all of these greens and put them all here instantly. Then you gather all of the reds. You go 4, 5 to drop off a bunch of reds to fight this. You land over here at the end of your turn, build the station, build more reds. I think it can be done in 4, so that's the plan. Play 2 blue, double it to 4 blue. We have 4 movements to do everything. First, the win con. Pick this up, that cost me... first, do I want to keep that there or do I want to bring it in? We can keep it there, that's fine. I have enough elsewhere. So we're still at 4, we haven't done anything yet, we've just gathered things together while staying on the existing path. That is going to cross through the server into this one. Clearly mentally setting up a plan, but we haven't executed on it yet with this. And are we doing this as a ghost or are we doing this as a person? We're doing this as a ghost because the end result is going to be to jump off the path. So this is all ghost action, I think. We'll decide at the end if it was ghost or real once I've done the math. We're still at 4 movement, none used. Now what? Now we step off the path. 1. No. Come here. 1, 2. That's 2 movements, right? Because I had to 1 and 2 to get here. 3. Teleport to here. Drop this. 4. That's all of the movement we have available. And it doesn't matter if I was a ghost or not, I can still go anywhere, so we did this as the real person. Now, where do we want to land, and what do we want to do? This is a good match. This is unfortunately empty. I think we're okay. We'll just stay here. Upgrade to a conning center. So that we can control both networks now. We're gonna ghost our actions to... We can't ghost to here, can we? Fine, we'll start where we are. Ghost from where we are. Generate 2 movement. Come pick this up and this up. And this up, all for free because we're all within the same network. Drop 1, 2, 3. So, does that work? Did I run out? I had 2 movement. Teleport 1, 2. I would have run out. Okay, no problem. Like this then. And actually keep this off of here so that we can create more is fine. In fact, we'll keep one on us so that we can run away with it when we're ready. Can we ghost our action into this server? Probably not, right? We need to look at the command cards. I'm pretty sure only Monty gets that power, but I'll just double check. Because without that, this seems really weak. Same server. Yep. So, no, I have to still walk over to the one-on-one to do it. But what I can do is create anything anywhere on this network. And I'm going to create a green program, ghosting my action to here. And that's the end of the phase. How are we doing for... Y'all can see me? Okay, good. Wow, this is still working. Okay. End of phase crap. SMC attack. First, the SMC attacks. Oh, right, it's automatic. These are both destroyed. These are both destroyed. These are both destroyed. And that's it. SMC attack done. Now, assess the mission objective. Have a pathway along spaces 1 to X, where X is deckers plus 1, so 1 to 2. Check. On each of 2 different servers. Check. These pathways must be connected. Check. By a pathway that crosses at least one other server. Check. Data overload completed. Place 1 spark on each space 1 and 3 of red and yellow. So 1 and 3 of red and yellow. And now we do the spark dance. Green has none, red has some, so we're going to escalate. Oh, sorry, yellow first. Yellow has 1, so it escalates. Red I've already done, and then blue has none. And that's it. Victory. 2 more phases to go. Next phase, we need greens on 153. We need greens on 153. We've already accomplished this. All we have to do is defend it. However, upon success, we're going to spark a random server everywhere, which, look at our supply, is not half bad. Then we're going to do a yellow, blue, red, green dance. So all of these servers are going to be, so we want to suppress if possible. But that's when we're going to be setting up for the mirror map. And the mirror map, quick BRB. Mirror map is the real WinCon challenge here. I mean, technically we're Sentinel, so everything is the WinCon challenge, right? But specifically mirror map is hard. We need 2 yellow programs, 2 red programs, 2 blue programs, 2 green programs, 2 viruses, sparks, and they all have to be on the same squares of 2 different servers, and red has to be one of them. The servers, I mean. Things that will help me are, 1, that if I don't stand on the red server, then sparks won't spawn on it, so I can dictate spark spawn location by leaving at some point. Potentially. Like if that becomes a risk factor. Otherwise, sparks will be guaranteed to spawn on it and in random locations, and I will need to preserve some mix of push and or kill power to fix it. So that's one thing. Second, we're going to want to have ghosting abilities throughout both so that we can set things up. In order to mirror it, 3-5 being green seems reasonable. We don't have enough yellow programs. We don't have enough reds. We have plenty of blues lying around. We probably have the stuff we need. And if our network of blue survives, we'll be able to reposition things pretty smoothly too. Oh my god, we might actually win this thing. Alright, well, refresh the market. We are on to the neural matrix. Oh, we got a new deception spike. That's sweet. We did buy the console cowboy, so creating guardians and then killing them is still on the menu as a possibility. We're up to the next silver, have at least a green and a thing. We've already agreed that we've won that task. The red, yellow, green, blue are the shuffles afterwards, that's fine. We're gonna have to roll sparks as double sparks, but again, not really that big a deal. My deck is stupidly powerful right now. I kind of like the Sentinel as a boss, honestly. It forces you to be It forces you to play long enough to get really powerful. Double spark. Oh my god, look at me. I got all my wilds in one turn. Spark 1. 6. And 6. Oh no. Okay, but we were on the wrong server, clearly. This would be a great time to console Cowboy, I think. Just clear 6 completely. We're on defense right now. That's all we have to do. Not lose. And then, if we have time, make some more yellows. Buying this will help with making more yellows. Spreading blues around to make easier pathing, maybe. As long as it's symmetric. Like, putting a blue on 6 would be 1166. That would be nice. Then we can redistribute the reds from here across there. It's so weird. I'm like planning this one and the next phase so that I'm ahead instead of falling behind and catching up. Console Cowboy kills an installation. So if I buy this, spread reds, create a guardian here, and then console Cowboy it, that might be maximum value. Also might be unnecessarily greedy. I'm going to use root access to look at the bottom card and see what I could add. I have a double yellow available if I add that. So I'm going to use my double yellow plus this catalyst. Shouldn't go there, should go here. To buy the viral splash. Actually, let me make sure these are all the RFG cards only. Yeah, I did it right. Good. And with the viral splash, I will go through with plan console Cowboy. So execute, ghosting my action to either here or here. Which space do I want? Oh no, if this happens, this gets destroyed. So here then. 1, 2 viruses or sparks are dropped. And then, you know, what if I pick myself as this target, push 1 to here, and 1 to here? Yeah. Even keep 1 on myself, actually, now that I think about it, because I have the thing to fight with. No. This is fine. This is fine. Now we console Cowboy the newly formed Guardian, but not before we remember to distribute 3 reds. I always forget to do that. I need to be more diligent. We're just gonna chase wherever sparks have been made to appear, so that they're made to disappear. Can't put there because it's off the grid, but I can do this. And then what? It's so dumb. It's so dumb. I can, I put that there, right? I could totally use this ability to put a red installation there. But then I would have to do a whole lot of work to get back to winning. I don't need to do that. I don't want to buy Deception Strike with my good stuff, but I do want Deception Strike for its yellow producing, because I could just turn that into a yellow, or turn that into a yellow and just leave it hanging in the right spot for now. If I use 2 movement as a ghost, I could come all the way to here, pick this up, come to here, teleport to here if I wanted to, or not, and drop them here. And just set us up to kill all the sparks on yellow. It's tough to know what the correct move is here. There's so much that could go wrong. I think I want to get back to my home base on 6. That's what I really want to do. The longer I stay here, the more I risk messing things up. Like, if I leave right now and never come back here, these sparks will stay, these will go, this will win, this will win, this will win, this will win, this one, this one, and that's fine. So then I can spend the rest of the time here fighting the good fight. I think we'll do that. So pay 2 to move, come all the way up here, pick this one up, so that's all of my movement used up, right? Bring this one back. Where do I want this placed? 6, so that it mirrors. But unfortunately, getting to 6 is going to be a pain, so for the moment, we'll put it... We'll pick this one up instead. No, that's fine, it's fine. Yeah, actually, that's good, that's good. Okay, so... Forget the disassembling, We'll just... 2 movements, right? You can teleport to it, but the moment I pick it up, it's 1 to get back on. There's no way to cheat this thing. You gotta pay the piper every time. 2 to come back off, set it down, builds a new... Oh, here, 2 to come back off, set it down. Okay, got it. So here's what we're doing. 2 movement, step, free. Pick it up. 1, come here, set 2, set it down. 0, 0, 0, 0, 0, 0. Finish our zeros and then we're done. So this doesn't need to be here. It would be better served being here. And I actually, not here. Here's on me. Here? Here is fine. Here encourages me to set up a mirroring in the future. So I'll stand here. Perfect. Everything done. We can ghost my action to make a new installation potentially, or we can just fight. I think we just fight. Make 3 more reds, please. Just to keep layering them out. We don't even have to roll them. We just have to get to the SMC phase without letting Guardians form. The only problem is if I roll 2-2 or if I roll 3-3. But anything else, I'll be okay. And even if I roll those, I have recovery plans. So that's the turn. So deal my next 5 and spark me. Yeah, we got the mass green maker, see? Spark me 1, 6, spark me 2, 5. 6 and 5. 1 spark on every square. In the final phase, we're going to need more yellow than we have. Otherwise, we're good. So anything that makes yellow here would be appreciated. I'm going to need to move a lot of sparks. We're not going to need to make more green. We have 3-5-3-5 for the mirror. So leave that as is. We've got double sparks on 2 and none on 4. So it might be beneficial to move sparks to 4 at some point. But we don't know where the sparks are going to move with the spark dance, so let's wait till after silver before we start doing that. I think we just have it, man. I can ghost the Hollow Man to move anything to anywhere right now. That's very interesting. If there was any massive repositioning that needed to be done, this would be the time to do it. But I can't think that far ahead. My brain is too mushy. So I think what I'm going to do is spend the Hollow Man for 2 stars and the Nydham ship to buy this. Wait, didn't we just say that I don't need more greens in the future? Well, yeah, but I certainly don't need a singleton of this either. So buying that, and then we're going to use this for its ability to make an extra yellow over here. And actually, now that I think about it, why here? Because there's already 1 yellow and it can potentially be used for effect. That's why. Then we'll do a remove spark from adjacent square. We'll ghost our action to where? Five, I guess, needs it the most. Now with just these commands, we'll look at the bottom of the deck and see a double yellow, which I forgot to move. Whoops. With a double yellow, I can buy a carbon clone if I wanted it. I don't want it, so I can get a wild +1, but everything in there only costs 1 anyway. So this could be a double push next turn because of the double yellow. So that might be a good reason to use that now. What am I pushing is the question. Oh, easy. Yeah, we'll use this for the double push effect. And we're gonna push, these are well positioned, these are well positioned. Blues match, blues match. Yellows do not match, and they're not on the path. No, they are. They can be redistributed to 1. So yellows match, blues match, greens match, reds do not match, but they're not gonna, that's fine. So with a double push, I will push this to here. No. Push this to here. Yeah. And this guy to here. I want him available if I need him, but off the board for now. Minimize the complications. Or, no, I don't even remember what I did. That's fine. Alright, that's the double push. Next double push. This guy. No, we already agreed we weren't going to mess with those until we knew what was going to be made. So, what do we do now? Did we just... Are we done? I hate to say that I think we're done, but I think we're done. We're going to attack, I guess, for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 versus 2. Is that even possible to lose? Double sixes. Kill off these sparks the old-fashioned way. And that's it. That's the turn. Okay. Double spark at start of turn. 6 and 4. Okay. We've got the EMP that we can use to properly purge everything. What is the actual way mirror server works? Once I get the server set up correctly, if I leave it and never come back, I'll win the game. So what I need to do is set this up, go to pink, and then just stay there. So 5 and 3, 5 and 3, check. 6 1 1 6, check. 2 and not 2, no check. That needs to be fixed. And the plan for that would be to move them to 1 and 1, check. Remove every spark possible would be the next step. So if I emit EMP here to kill this, that's 2 sparks gone. And if I double push these ones away and deception spike? No. Okay, forget the double push. If I triple push to get all of these away into blue, then they're blue's problem. So there's no sparks. Do I require a spark to win? I do not. One of each program. It does not specify one of each spark. This is so ambitious, but I really think it's going to work. What are the alternatives? If I double push this down to me, and then emit EMP, I can't because it's not my square. Yeah, that won't work. So if we emit EMP here, win, kill that, all of those are gone. That's one. That's one spark remover. Then we set up a mass move to get all the red sparks where they all the red programs where they need to be. We literally can carbon clone the root axis for like 6 movement and teleporters to make that work. Then we play quad push to get 1, 2, 3 out. And with anything left, I move to whichever server has the least sparks on it. And then I add 6 sparks over the course of next turn, and that's it. Game over. Basically. I think we just beat the Sentinel. Let's do it. Let's do it. Okay. Emit EMP on 6. 3 plus 4, 5 plus 6, 7, 8, 9 versus 7. 9 to 7. Kill. We'll also remove your adjacent spark. Easy. Then we're going to go with Guardian configurations don't have to match. Only sparks. And Guardians don't move during the spark dance phase. So forget triple push. I can do it with 1. I can use 2 pushes, single push, push here, create a Guardian who doesn't count for the purposes of mirror mapping. That leaves me with 1 more push to try and set things right. 3, 5, 3, 5. Triangle of blue across 1 and 6. 2, 3, and many on 6. Okay, we're not going to be able to get a red program on 2 with that Guardian. So we're going to push this 3 to here. Yeah, that's all the pushes. Okay. Now what? Now we play this for 3 movement and discard this to double it to 6. And we have 6 movements, and we are using our real Decker movement for this for sure. We're going to immediately go here for 0, pick both of these up, put them here and here. So that's fine. We're still at 6 because we've been on the path for all of that. Actually, probably want to stay at 3, frankly. I don't know that we even need 6. I'll double it if I have to. Next, we'll pick up sparks, or red programs. Balance them out a little bit. We're still on the path, so this is all 0 movement. Okay, so what's left? Now we'll take the teleporter to here. So that's our first movement, 1. We'll come back on the path, 2. We have not hit the carrying limit yet. We'll move this over to the teleporter. Come here, we haven't hit the carrying limit yet. Still 2, move to the teleporter. No carrying limit, move to the teleporter. And with our last movement, 0 to here, 3. Yeah, that's probably correct. And then I don't know why we're doing this and not just staying here. Yeah, this is fine. No, this is fine. This is fine. Stick with the original plan. Okay, and now we're just wasting time, I guess. Make a yellow, make a yellow. Ain't no rules about this server. That's it. Hopefully that's game. Green on a random server. No. Wait. Sorry. In order. SMC attack phase does nothing. Market is nothing. Check 135, 135. On a random server, place a spark on each of its spaces. I forgot that. Well, we might still have to play. Let's go ahead and see what random server they pick. Anything but red and yellow, guys. Anything but red and yellow. It's red. It's red. Okay. Um, we're gonna get sparked on any space that has no green and no existing spark. You know, it's not beyond managing. It's just... Alright, next. Yellow. There are no spark movements. Blue, there are no spark movements. Red goes up, so 2 goes to 3. And green goes down, 1 loops to 6. Final phase, the mirror map. Let's do this. Swipe the shop. It's gonna be fine. If we can figure out a way to smoothly correct what just went wrong and get out all in the same turn, we still can potentially follow my original plan of do nothing and win. But it's gonna be touch and go. At least the first 2 sparks are guaranteed to be where I am, and I am in server blue, so it won't be in server red. Kind of wish I had stood on the teleporter, though. Console Cowboy is nice. Lots of stars in there, that's nice. Spark on 4 and 1. That's totally fine. Oh, I wasn't allowed to move all of that, was I? I wasn't allowed to move those yellows with me. No, I didn't. I made them after I got there. Okay, whew. Oh, for a second there, I thought I had accidentally cheated. Okay. So, what we would need to do here in order to pull off the ultimate win is one movement to get back on the path and get back to my old conning station. A bunch of pushes to merge these guys into a guardian. One console cowboy to kill them. And then leave. That actually sounds kind of perfect. So, let's just do that. First we move. One move. Teleport. Actually, carry the yellows with me here. And teleport to my conning station. Second, double push. Guardian detected. Third, console cowboy. Guardian eliminated. Fourth, two movement. Make sure I left everything as I found it. I still have two movement actually. I could do more. Yeah, just in case. Cool. And that's it. Hold in reserve. Double spark. Is it double or triple? It's double. Double spark. 6, 3. 6 gets a spark, and 3 gets a spark. Deal out my cards. Okay. I'm going to look at the bottom of the card to add signals. I get a double green out of it. Excellent. Don't really need it. I'm going to remove from an adjacent space, or from my space. I remove from an adjacent space a spark. I'm going to remove from my space a spark. Oh, did I mess that up? Okay. Remove from my space a spark and turn it into an additional yellow, if there are any left. I'm going to use this as a movement to carry these two over here. Then I'm going to remove 2 from game to make a new ghosting station, so I can live out my remaining days in comfort. And then we will discard these with not doing anything. Alright, 2 sparks. 1 and 1. I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Convert these to a wild 9 attack on square 1 as an EMP. That's 14 versus 2 for a coup de grace. SMC attack phase should do nothing. Mirror should be checked. We'll do square by square. 1, red, yellow, blue. Red, yellow, blue. 2, nothing, nothing. 3, green, green. 4, nothing, nothing. 5, green, green. 6, red, blue, red, blue. 1 of each program, red, blue, yellow, green, all accounted for. Mirror, mirror on the wall, who's the baddest mother hacker of them all? Heh, reflect on that. Congratulations, you have won against the Sentinel. And honestly, I gotta say, that was fun. that was a game. That felt every inch challenging and doable. At no point did it feel like this is BS and impossible, but it also didn't feel trivial. I like the extended game length. It really makes the whole thing feel like an epic. And Sentinel's gimmick doesn't feel like cheating the way that some other ones feel like cheating. He's playing by the rules. He's just making you play even more aggressively. He takes more of the randomness out of the game. Post game, I'm guessing everything in my deck was upgraded? Probably everything. Nope, I have two non-upgraded cards, notably the wild card and a mobility card. I had an obscene number of power cards, but it makes sense that I would accumulate them as the game went on. I did use the splashes occasionally, but not constantly. Uh, yeah, honestly, very happy with the way this ran. This was an amazing run. I feel redeemed for my last Sentinel loss, and I feel very, very proud to have done it not with my go-to I can't see me here. Can I turn this way? Yeah. Does that work? That doesn't work. To have done it not with my go-to Monty play, but with the the I want to say runner because I play Android Net Runner. The runner that actually made the most sense to use based on, frankly, the server configuration. Remember, I got stuck with red as the first and green as the last. I love that early on I figured out that I had to just aggressively clear red and yellow, and the double bronze phase definitely helped give me the time to do that, so that they became kind of my model servers for the rest of the game. But yeah, I hope you all enjoyed this video. I enjoyed playing it, making it. This game is amazing. GG guys, take care. Peace out. Have a good night.